Hi, everybody. You're here with me, Meryl from Make a Tea Online, and Mitch Summer from Minute Marketing, and my dear, dear, dear friend Paulette Orr, who we have not seen each other for a really long, long, long time. I probably platform shoes and Nick shirts were in style back then. And, and I'm not going to say what year that was, but it was, anyway. Anyway, this is the first time that Paulette and I have actually seen each other moving other than photographs. And it is so, I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to see you. And of course, she looks exactly the same, and so do I, and so does Mitch. so, so we're so we're here to talk about some of the stuff that we've been doing, let you in a little bit on our personal lives, and everybody that's listening in internet land will get to share with this in this opportunity we have right now. Paulette and I met when we were working at Jordan Marsh, which was a pretty fancy job for a couple high school kids to get. I mean, we weren't working at the supermarket. We were working at Jordan Marsh, which was like, whoa, you were fancy because you're working at Jordan Marsh. And we instantly became friends, probably because of our personalities, and we were both creative, and probably the way we look at things, and it was just a great friendship. And I remember dragging her to some concerts. Do you remember those?
I don't know. You got to refresh my memory.
You remember?
Concerts.
I was obsessed, and still am obsessed, with Jose Feliciano.
Oh, okay. Yes.
And I dragged you to Miami-Dade Community College where he was performing, and we were crawling on the floor around the stage to get backstage when he went off, when he was done with his set. Do you remember that?
I don't remember crawling. I did go to the concert. Yes. Did we get to see him? I don't remember that.
We did. We got back to see him, and he was like in the locker room or something. And yeah, we did. We got back to see him, and he invited us in, and he was eating some banana bread or something. I remember that. And I was like just in awe. I have somewhere. I have a picture of us there. I think it's like an old black and white picture, and like our heads or something. I don't know. But I
would love to see that one.
Somewhere. I gotta find it. And but Paulette is she is a designer, a fashion designer. It was Paulette's goal to go to Florida State and to get a degree in fashion designing. And I remember we made our comforters before we both went away to college. And
yes.
And I think you went beyond. You did drapes, and you did a whole bunch of other things. And
I'm always doing things.
and we just we became friends because of our creativity and our friendship, and we were just two goofy girls, and it was great. And it's so great to see you again, and to get a chance to play again with you with our designs and our fabrics and everything like that. So everybody who's listening, Paulette lives in Atlanta, and I see you're in your sewing room over there.
I am. I am.
I see some like patterns, or what is that? Like an old-fashioned dress?
It's some dress pictures of you mean on the wall here?
Yeah.
It's just pictures of dresses. Oh yeah, old-fashioned dresses on the wall. Yes, and my mannequin's back there too with the dress on it. I don't know if you can see that with the hat on it.
Yeah. So
and all of my.
So that's the magic room, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is where it happens. The magic happens.
The magic happens.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Mara, one thing you forgot to tell them is that we have birthdays that are right. Yours is on the 8th, right? Or is it?
I'm on the 19th. I'm on the 19th.
Yeah, and mine's on the 10th. So we have birthdays close to each other also.
Right. And what everybody else doesn't know is that Paulette is an identical twin. She's an identical twin sister, Paula.
Yes.
So there's two of her. So she's not really an original.
Except for she doesn't sew.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Double trouble there. So, and is Paula in Atlanta also?
She certainly is.
Okay.
She's in Atlanta. She's actually right in the other room.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Hi, Paula. And you've got,
says hi.
So Paulette, why don't you tell everybody about what you're doing as far as your creative goes, your creative work goes, and that you got back into it, right? You got back
Yes.
into yeah.
Yes. So right now I'm actually making masks because of the pandemic, of course, and but I've been in banking for the last 15 years. And I wasn't really doing anything with my creative juices, so to speak. And so I just really started this venture really to give back. So my goal initially was to make masks and donate them. But then people started ordering quite a bit of masks, and it got kind of massive. And so and then they were asking for different types of masks. That's where Merrill came in. So I then started to be a little bit more creative and expand in making these masks and just meeting demands of what people want. So, I actually got in touch with Merrill, and because I had a couple of customers who wanted fabrics made in order to make masks. And so I got in touch with Meryl and I asked her if that's something that she could do. Yes. And so that's basically how this venture started. And I've been doing this since March of this year. And so I've probably made right now over about 1,000 masks between March and now. Single-handedly, nobody's making them but me. Don't have any help, but I enjoy doing it.
And her masks, which I actually have one right here that Paulette sent me, it's not just a couple stitches. It's a pretty detailed, with it's two double-sided, and they're pretty like made really well. These are definitely designer masks. This wasn't just put together with a couple sews here and with these with the things on the side. When I saw this, when you sent this to me. First of all, Paulette sent it in a beautiful package. And when she sent it to me, I was like, look at these things on the side. They're adjustable. That's like so cool.
Hey, Meryl, could you hold them up a little higher, Meryl?
Yeah. This is one of her patterns that she had. And this is an adjustable strap here. So it's got a little gizmo on here that you can, make it bigger and smaller. And, it is lined, and
there you go.
It's a fashion statement. In fact, my mom came in the office and saw it and stole it from me.
So I had to send you another one.
I had to send me another one.
Uh-huh.
So what I kind of think is going to happen is that women and men are going to want to wear like a mask and a matching outfit.
Well, it's funny you should say that because I have a friend of mine who lives in Virginia, and she just texted me recently, and she wanted masks and head wraps.
Oh, okay.
I don't have them with me because I just shipped them off to her. But we actually made the mask and then the head wrap that wraps around and tied.
Okay.
The mask.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's just an expression of individuality.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Right. Which is, it's. I mean, if we have to wear these, we're going to want to wear something that's going to make us feel good. So that's going to brighten up your your look, which is that's going to be a whole new thing. That's a whole new industry that's going to happen that wasn't even thought about before.
Right. I think it's sort of like when people have their brand, some kind of expression of them, but because you make T-shirts. The same thing with masks. People put things across the mask that represents them, and so I think it's so that's what this has gotten into. It's not that people don't have masks already; it's that they want something that's unique to them, and so that's really kind of how this is expanded. So it's not can you just make me a blue mask, but can you make me something that's very unique to me? So can I just show this, Meryl? This you did. Can you see this?
Oh, okay.
This is the map fabric.
Okay, wait, hold it up to hold it up to the camera. Okay.
Can you see it better?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's in the process. So this is just the process stage, but like you said, it has a fashion fabric, which actually Meryl actually printed this. And so this is the beginning of the map, me making the mask. But anyway, here's the front of it. The back of it, of course, is lined, and the inside of it has the interfacing. And that's just from the CDC guidelines. And guess what I have? I have a green. Can you see this?
Oh, wow. Okay. So
designer mask.
So the elastic is the
green ear band. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when it's all finished, I'll show you the finished product. I don't have one right now, but can you see that?
Yep.
And then that's the green. So, and this is something from Make a Tea Online. This fabric.
Yeah.
Yay. And as you can see, it'll be like this.
So what we did was Paulette actually said, okay, I need this, and then I just made it and sent it to her. Actually, the first one we did, I just made it kind of like a media wall of for the breast cancer. Was it Miss Brown?
Yes.
Yeah, and we did.
Yeah, Brenda Brown was the buddies. Yeah.
Right. But it was just like a continuous pattern of the logo, and because I didn't know how many masks she would get out of that sheet or anything. It was a first try. We printed it. It was 100% cotton, so it's breathable. They don't have to worry about that. There was no chemicals in there. It's not a heavy solid print, because sometimes the masks you can't breathe because they're so thick, or if there's an imprint, if it's a vinyl imprint, you can't breathe through it. But a cotton mask that's printed, the way it's printed, that Paulette's making are easily breathable, which is, important, very, very important. So what were you going to say?
I was going to say, could you show the back of that mask for a minute, Meryl?
Yeah.
So I wanted to see, for them to see that it has the 5 darts in it. I don't know, well, you can see it. It has 5 darts. And so that makes it cut the face more like this, and you can breathe through it easily.
Right.
Because you can breathe down through it, so you're not sucking back in your own oxygen when you're breathing. So
as opposed to the flat masks, which I do make a lot of flat masks, because I have to print them once they're already in a mask form. This is printed and then made into the mask. So there's different techniques. Either we buy the blank masks flat and we print on them, because I wouldn't be able to print on this once it was sewn. So Paulette made beige masks or whatever, a light color mask. I couldn't print anything on it because I couldn't lay this down flat to print on it once it's already made into a mask. So it's kind of like we're doing it the opposite. We're making the fabric and then she's making the mask. I'd like to make belts with you too. That would be kind of cool to make cloth belts or sashes or something. That would be a lot of fun.
That would be fun. We could just expand this thing, right?
Yeah.
Make a lot of accessories.
I know.
Make some tote bags, all kinds of things. Yes.
Yeah, we can do it. We can do everything. You can just
sounds like
you're gonna have to get help sewing.
That's true.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So Paula, what are your plans for moving forward besides doing masks? Because once people get wind of what you're doing now, they're going to want to order more items from you.
Well, one of the things I'm working on right now is streetwear. Because of course, with the pandemic, everybody's doing more casual, relaxed clothing. So I really like streetwear. So that's where I'm going. That's where I'm headed right now. Loose fitting shirt, maybe the cargo pants, cute little shorts, maybe rompers, things. I love relaxed, easy wear, easy care clothing. And so that is kind of where I would like to see myself heading in the future. Even though I've done a lot of exotic dresses and gowns and wedding dresses and things like that, I love streetwear. I just love the casual, relaxed, look. Right. So that's where I would like to head. And that's where you come in, because you can make some T-shirts and
I can-
shoulder dresses and all kinds of things, and we can print fabric. So,
Right.
and just make it very unique.
Right. Oh, absolutely. And I know like bucket hats, they're really popular now. You know, everything is like coming back from the 80s style.
Right.
They're all coming back. Yeah.
I
Yes.
have to show you when you say, I don't know, this is old. I did this hat. Can you see this?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. You made that?
Yeah, this is the hat. This is the inside of it.
Wow.
Oh my God. I absolutely love that. Wow. Paulette,
This hat is 30 years old.
is it?
Yes, I made this probably, I don't know, like 30, like I said, 30. I shouldn't say that because I tell you my age.
Wow.
Nice.
That's fantastic. I was actually just talking today to somebody that has a store with us about bucket hats. So we could make custom bucket hats.
Yeah. You know what we could do? We could actually make the fabric.
Yeah, yeah.
And then put logos on.
Uh-huh.
And this could be part of streetwear, actually. You know?
Yeah, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I love it.
So
I love it.
Yeah.
How many yards do you need to make a hat?
Oh gosh. Probably not more than half a yard of both fabrics.
Uh-huh.
So yard, if you want to combine both fabrics.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. All right. I am going to make something and send it to you.
Okay.
And in your spare time, when you're not sewing and donating, you could put that together.
Yes.
So Paulette, how many hours a day are you in that sewing room?
When I'm not working, I'm always in here. So I actually come from work and jump right in here. And then, so if I am working, then I'm only in here maybe about 7 or 8 when I come home from work, because I start at 5 o'clock and then I go to 1 o'clock in the morning if I'm working on masks. But if I'm not working, then I'm here 12 hours. I can be in here all day long. Just, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's like total dedication and love.
Yes.
And
Well, that is medicinal also at this point in time. You know, it's something to do to give back. And so it's a little bit, I think I find comfort and joy in just being here. Because it's been so long since I've been in my sewing room, because I've been working in corporate America for so long. So it's nice to jump back into it and just start small, or just start with masks. I mean, it's really nice just to jump back into it.
Sounds like it's your form of therapy.
Yes.
Right?
Very therapeutic. Yes,
Nice.
Absolutely.
Right, and so many people, like in the beginning, there was so many hospital workers that didn't have masks, they couldn't get anything, and you know, I know everybody was so worried about them, and people were doing everything that they could to get them, you know, masks and protection. And I know that you did that also, because you said you donated a lot of stuff, a lot of time, which is very, very valuable, because not everybody can do not everyone can do what you can do. Like, you have a certain talent, and you know, it's kind of like maybe some calling got you back into sewing, and then brought you there to the right time. Because if you didn't get that calling, you know, recently to get back into sewing, it may have been a little harder to jump back into it and be able to give back, like you're doing.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
So God works in mysterious ways.
So he's always working.
Always working, right.
Yes.
Always working,
Yeah.
always working.
Well, he brought us back together again, right? We can just say that.
I know. See, things happen. I don't always want things to happen through bad things. Like, I'd like some good, you know, things to happen through good things.
Right. Yes.
But this is one of the things that happened that brought us back together, because we did something last year. There was a Nova high school reunion, and Paulette ordered something, didn't realize she was ordering it from our website.
I did not. No, I had no idea. Yes.
That was pretty funny. And I sent her a
Yes.
little love note when she got her order. So
And I said, oh my God, Meryl's doing this. Yes. Uh-huh.
that was like really funny. When the order came, I'm like, oh my God, Paulette, please place an order.
So can I ask you, Meryl, how did you get into Make a TL doing what you do? How did that happen?
Okay, so I went into graphic design and I started type styles when Jordan was born. So when he was born, I wanted to work from home. He's going to be 30 in this year, the end of the year in
Wow.
November, and I can't believe my baby's going to be 30. And so I started type styles, and we were basically doing graphic design and printing. Well, actually, it was just me by myself. And then as the years passed and I got more work in, I had to bring on some people and some staff to help work. And we were doing a lot of t-shirts, but we were doing, of course, the larger runs of t-shirts, not onesies and twosies and small runs. And I kept having people ask me for if I could do small runs of shirts. So it was, let's say, kids graduating from high school, and let's say there was a group of kids that were friends, and they all wanted shirts, but it was maybe like five or six shirts, and it was really hard to produce that. So at the time, there was this thing called a direct-to-garment machine, which is an inkjet printer that prints one-offs, full color with no screens or film or setup. And I was looking into it, and it was kind of like a little bit kind of put together. It was maybe the machine was plastic. It wasn't really made very, very well. And Ed, he kept pushing me to check it out and see what the machines are about, because he thought it was just the most incredible thing that you put a t-shirt on a machine and it prints this beautiful full color image. So after a couple of years, they became a little bit more sophisticated, and we took the plunge and got one. And so I started Make a Tea Online as the software was coming in that to allow me to be able to produce this and have people go onto the website and buy it. The software still was not great at the time. And I went through a couple different software developers until we finally found this one called Deco Network, which actually went through three. Ed's pointing up, we went through three. And actually they have an office in Atlanta that I keep threatening I'm going to come visit them. They're based out of Australia, but they have an office in Atlanta and one in California. And it kind of took off. So we can actually build with Make a Tea Online. I still have a walk-in store. People can come in, they can design there, place the orders there. We still do the big orders, of course, but the small orders, it was kind of a thing that just evolved. And so with that software that I have from that company, I can create other storefronts for people.
Wow.
And so I just created today one for an elementary school. I have one that I was working on with also today before we got on the call, where she has a brand and it's her brand and it's only that brand. And so we produce those. So we build the websites, we produce the garments, we ship the garments, and I'm finding all the online stuff is really, really fascinating for me. And it's keeping my brain busy, it's keeping me active, it's keeping me relevant. We have now maybe like 5 or 6 stores that are actually doing very, very well. So,
Wow.
so all they have to do is go out and, and sell the link, sell the designs, and not have to worry about the printing or production. And being creative like I am, I like to find the best way to make the design pop, to make the design look good, to make the design come to life. And that's my fun part. Like your fun is your sewing. That's like my therapy is I call it like product research, to get the best material, to get the best ink. And so it's kind of just this thing that has just evolved. I mean, I love doing everything online and not having to have any limits on what we can print or how we can print it. Okay, So Paulette, so
It's
tell me
fascinating.
more. Tell me more about what's going on in your life.
What's going on in my life? That's a loaded question. Actually, it's really all about originals and developing, getting that back off the ground. As you know, this vision has been around for a long time, since I graduated from college. So we won't tell you how long that's been. But the label started long time ago, and of course I've done other things with it between now and then. But really, basically, what's going on for me is just kind of getting this a little bit more solidified, and then having it to take off. So it's about that time. So.
Right. I just love that you and I don't ever want to stop.
No,
Just
don't ever. Yes.
keep on going and keep on going. I wish I could hug you right now. No. Oh my God.
Well, you have been such an inspiration, Meryl, such a blessing. And every time I call you, I'm thinking, oh, Meryl, I'm going to call her again and ask for something else. And she's always, let's see how we can do it. Let's see how we can get it done. And so I like the fact that you take all the limits off.
Yeah.
And, and so whatever we decide we're going to do, you say, okay, let's just see how we can make it happen. And
right.
So I really appreciate that. Because when I have customers that come to me and say, can you do this? Can you print this? By the way, I've had 3 or 4 more people since then. I just haven't gotten around to giving it to you.
Okay.
That want specifically print them and their logo. But whenever I present it to you, you get it done.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that.
It's kind of like you said something and I was able to visualize what you were saying. And that was a neat thing. I like that.
Yes.
Yeah. I like how to work like that.
Yes.
It's in your mind and then I get it in my mind.
Right. And you make it happen.
So it's
and then we make it happen.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
Right. Well, I'm so glad that we got to talk. I hope that anybody listening, if anybody who's listening to this, I hope like thousands of people listen, if you ever have any questions or you want to contact Paulette, how can people get a hold of you?
Well, so I am on Facebook. It's just search Paulette Orr. I do not have Orr Originals on Facebook, but I do have Orr Originals on Instagram. So I do have an Instagram page. It's Lady Original, and then there's another one that says Orr Originals. So there's 2 different Instagram pages, and you can also you have my phone number. I don't know, we didn't always inbox me on Facebook, and I'll get back with you.
Okay.
You send me a message, and I'll get back with you.
Okay, and you're still making dresses and gowns and
well, I can. If somebody commissions me to do so, yes.
Okay. Okay. Maybe later on this year we're going to be talking with your friend who also doesn't she do a show, a broadcast?
Yes, Terry Crook. Yes, okay. And she's working on a show. So okay. Yes, to her, yes, she would love that. Yes.
So that will be fun. I'm looking forward to that possibly happening. I think she was going to do something and then the pandemic kind of paused that.
Right, that's what happened. Yeah, it kind of slowed things down with production, but it should pick back up shortly and get back in it. So, and I know we were making t-shirts. You were also making t-shirts for that production. So as soon as that kind of gets back in full swing, we'll be contacting you for that project. Okay. So I have a lot of little projects in the wings right now.
Right, which is always good, All right, well, everybody out there in internet land, YouTube land, I'm so glad to see everybody, and thank you, Mitch, for joining us and listening to our girl talk here. All right, love you, Paulette.
Love you, Meryl.
Okay, bye.
Bye.